Hello, viewers. Can you all see me? Are you here? Let's check how many people here right now. So I'm live and I'm hoping I can catch any one of you here uh, to join me on this live broadcast today. It's a bit short notice, but I was hoping I would get maybe one or two or more people to join me on this live broadcast. I'm going to wait for a couple of minutes to see who comes in. Well, nobody here, so I'm going to sort of get on with my live broadcast and hope that maybe one person or some people might join the broadcast. So if you're seeing my face for the very first time, if you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Lady Juliet Osakwe, and you are on World of Nature's One live broadcast today, the 19th of July 2026. So, I haven't done a broadcast in a while now, so this has been just very rushed, a bit impromptu. Forgive me, but this is a message. The message of this broadcast is one I would like you all to try and catch at some point, whether now while I'm doing the broadcast or a bit later. Okay, so I'm going to see again if anybody is still coming on. Okay, and we'll see. So I'm holding up two towels right now, two towels. And I want you to tell me which towel is cleaner. Whose towel is cleaner? This towel, which is a lodging facility towel that has been used by about 400 or more people that cost 25 or so pounds, or this orange or yeah orange colored towel, which is my towel, which costs less than 5 pounds. Which towel do you think is cleaner, the hotel or lodging facility towel that costs about 25 pounds and that has been used by about 400 people, or my less than 5 pound towel I just pulled out from my backpack a couple of minutes ago before the broadcast? Which towel do you think is cleaner? Viewers, today on this broadcast, I'll be talking towels. I know it's a boring subject, but if you give me 8 minutes of your time, I will be able to tell you or share with you why I'm having this broadcast about towel, which is a travel hack. Packing your own towel when traveling is a travel hack which not many people talk about. So 8 minutes of your time, and I will be able to tell you and convince you why you should take your own towels whenever you go away on vacation. Okay, so I'm going to check again on my board here, on my screen here, to see if anybody is here, and then I will get on with the broadcast. Okay, nobody here still, so I will still get on with my broadcast. So Um, some time ago, talking about a couple of years ago, I traveled and stayed in a very, what I consider to be a very lovely lodging facility. Good customer services. The facility was absolutely clean and yeah, very welcoming. So I checked into my hotel room and settled in. And then I went to the toilet or the bathroom to grab a towel. And lo and behold, I was very knocked back by the state of the towel in the hotel room. The towel I picked up had mottled, knotted hair. You know, when you try to comb your hair, you get some knotted hair here and there. It had knotted hair here and there, tucked inside the towel. And then, on closer observation, when I shook the towel, I noticed some very tiny little hair. Must be either from shaving or even it could even be pubic hair, and it smelled awful, smelled foul. That experience put me off using lodging facility towels. And from then on, I began to pack my own towels whenever I travel. Now, lodging facilities can be very clean. Bed sheets are clean, but sometimes, or most times, not towels. So I want to see again if anybody has joined us. Let's just say that this particular trip of mine, the experience with the towel was what led me to start packing my own towel. And I must say, it changed my life. Now, what are my reasons for telling you to pack your own towels whenever you're traveling? The very first reason is hygiene. Hygiene. Now, you do not have, or you have zero, and I mean zero idea of who has used those towels you are about to use. Who are the guests who have come before you who have used that particular towel? They could be kids. The towel could have been used for pets. It could have been used by guests with very serious skin conditions. And of course, it could also be by housekeepers who are trying to cut corners, you know. So, but with your own towel, you know exactly where your towel has been. It's been used by you and you alone. So, your towel is a very personal thing. Towels, personally, I believe, is a very personal thing because we use towels in places that are pretty much intimate. So, using those lodging facility towels for me is a no-no for hygiene reasons because you don't know where those towels have been before you came along. The second thing is that of control. Now, if you go to a hostel, if you go to a hotel or hostel or any lodging facility and they have run out of clean towels or they are not able to provide you with clean towels, no worries because you have your own towel. So you are not indebted to them, or they are not in. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. You don't have to depend on them for towel because you brought your own. Now, sometimes you find these lodging facility towels smelling like bleach. They use strong chemicals in cleaning or in washing those towels. That sometimes too might have some effect on your skin if you have very sensitive skin. So I personally would say to you in this live broadcast to bring always pack your own towel. Don't depend on the lodging facilities towels. My towels, this towel, for instance, is a towel I pack whenever I'm traveling by air. Now, I say by air because, as you know, most of these play carriers, sorry, most of these airlines are very strict on the luggage allowance. So I pack something like this, which is very small. I wrap them up and I just put them somewhere in my travel pack. And it takes only about 30 minutes to dry after each use. Well, whenever I'm traveling, whenever I'm traveling, I'm not traveling by air. I can always use this one here, which is a bigger towel. I use this one when I'm traveling, say by train or by sea. But whichever way, these microfiber towels are very, very handy. They dry very quickly and easily to use. So that's the kind of towels I will suggest you use whenever you do travel. Now, I want to see again if anybody has joined us. Well, nobody has joined us. Okay. So, for hygiene reasons, especially for hygiene reasons, I strongly suggest you always pack your own towel because you don't know, like I said earlier, where those towels have been or what they have been used for and how clean are these towels. You see? So, drop your comment. Tell me, do you belong to team use hotel facility or lodging facility towels? Or do you belong to bring your own towel camp? Or then again, do you belong to the camp of use paper towels? Meet me in the comment section, and let's talk about because I'll be reading your comment during this live broadcast. Okay, so I made notes. I made notes. So tell me, Jules, what is your worst towel experience you've had while you're traveling? Have you ever had a very unpleasant experience, your towel experience while you were traveling? Share with me in the chat section because I'll be reading the chat while here live. And even after the live broadcast, some of your I'll be reading some of your comments. So, so that's pretty much the message of today's broadcast. So that's pretty much the message I want to pass on to you in this live broadcast. Don't use lodging facility towels. Pack your own. It's £10 for it will cost you about £10 or less for peace of mind, hygiene, and freedom. That's the travel hack I meant to share with you today. So, for less than £10, you get peace of mind, you get hygiene, good hygiene, and freedom. So, I'm going to be having a towel poll here on the channel. And like I said, it's going to be three camps. Pack your own towel, or use a hotel or lodging facility towel, or you can also use paper towels. Let's see how the poll goes. So share your washed hotel towel nightmares with me in the chat section, as I'll be reading them live. Mm. Now, before I get off my live broadcast, I wanted to ask, have you ever gotten sick from using a lodging facility towel? Or do you know anybody who has gotten sick, had skin rashes, or some serious conditions due to using a lodging facility towels? Let me know in the comment section, because I'll be reading those comment sections. Anybody else here online? Okay, let's see if anybody else here has come online. Well, nobody has come online yet, so let's see. Hello and good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to the World of Nature's One live broadcast. My name is Lady Juliet Osakwe. I'm the host of this live broadcast here on this channel today. How is your weekend going, everybody? Are you having an awesome time? Tell me about it in the comment section below. My neighbors, I don't know them, but my neighbors are having a party. So I'm sure you can hear the boombox going off there in the background. So, that's what we do when summer comes around. So, viewers, today, yes, I know, today I want to be talking about towels. Pack your own towels when going on vacation, when traveling. Pack your own towels. So, if you give me 8 minutes of your time, I will tell you why you should pack your own towels when you're traveling, which is a travel hack that is not very much discussed within the traveling community. So I'm going to pause for a minute and see if anybody else has come online. Well, nobody else still. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Lady Juliet Osakwe, and today I'll be talking about towels and why you should pack your own towels when you are going on holiday. I'm going to be holding up these two towels. This one is the lodging facility towel, and this orangey one is my towel. I need you viewers to be honest. Which of these two towels do you think is cleaner? Which of these two towels, be honest, which of these two towels do you think is cleaner? This is a hotel or lodging facility towel that has been used by probably 400 people before you arrived in the hotel facility where you'll be staying. About 400 people have used this towel, and it costs about 25 pounds or so. Now, this is my own microfiber towel, which I pack with me whenever I'm traveling, and it costs me less than 2 pounds. So, which of these two towels do you think is cleaner? I usually use these ones, for when I travel uh, by air, because as you know, the airlines are very strict on luggages and allowances and stuff. So I pack these ones. They dry very quickly. I just clean it off and just fold it away, and within 30 minutes they're dry. I sometimes use this one, which is a bigger kind of towel, for whenever I travel by train or by sea, because the trains and the sea uh, mode of transportation have bigger luggage allowances. So that's when I use this one. Otherwise, whenever I travel by air, I use this little piece of towel here. Okay, so why am I sharing all of this with you? Well, towel may be a very boring discussion to have on a Saturday, on a Sunday afternoon in summer. But if you give me 8 minutes of your time, if you give me 8 minutes of your time, I will be able to tell you why packing your towel, your own towel, is a number one hack, travel hack that nobody, not much people talk about. So during this live, I will be sharing with you the reasons why you should pack your own towels and not use a lodging facility towel. So it all began a couple of years back when I stayed in a what I consider to be a very lovely lodging facility. It was all clean, smelled nice, good customer service, and everything was just okay. It was just perfect, really. Until I reached for one of the towels in the bathroom, and there, Lord have mercy, as I opened up the towel to use it, I saw human hair all knotted up that just fell off the towel. As I observed more, and it was a white towel, as I observed, I saw little hair particles falling on the towel. Now, those hair particles might well have been either from shaving or who knows, pubic hair. That was not a good experience for me. And of course, it smelled very foul, very bad smell. Yeah, I did the sniff test and it did not pass the sniff test at all. So there and there, after this particular experience, I decided no more towels from lodging facilities. I will always bring my own towel. And to be honest with you, my life changed after that. I always pack my own towel whenever I go on holiday. So the second thing I want to talk about, which is the reasons why I don't, I encourage you to pack your own towel. The very first reason is that of hygiene. Do you have any idea where those towels have been? Like you have a zero, and I mean zero idea of what those towels have been used for or where they have been. And as you know, towels are very intimate piece of items that we all use. We use them to clean our armpits, our faces, and it's sometimes even, in our private areas, private parts. So those towels have been to so many places that you know nothing about. Some of those towels could have been used by kids. They could have been used to clean up pets. And of course, housekeepers who are trying to cut corners as well. So those towels have seen a lot. Now, those towels might have also been used by people who have serious skin conditions. And who's to say how very thorough the cleanliness of these towels are before you come along to use them? Now, another second reason why I'm a very strong, I just want to see if anybody's online. Another reason why I strongly suggest you pack your own towels is that if you go into a lodging facility and they run out of towels, you have your own towels. You don't have to use their towels. So it gives you some kind of independence, freedom. You don't have to be tied up and not be able to use a towel because you've packed your own. So you don't have to use the hostel facility towels at all. Now I have my own towel, which I've just showed to you before I began my. So I have this towel, which I use regularly whenever I travel, and it takes about 30 minutes to dry from when I use it. So it's a microfiber towel that I strongly suggest you can all buy. These things are less than £5, and you can buy them, and they fold up nicely. You can put them in your luggages, suitcase, whatever. Okay, so my towel is my towel. I use it for myself on my skin. I can take it to the beach if I have a bigger towel. So, but it's been used by just me, not by 400 other people. Okay, so I want to ask you, anybody else online? No. So drop drop me in the comment section, in the chat section, if you are a team use lodging facility towels, or you are a team bring your own towel, or you are a team use paper towels. What team do you belong to? Drop it in the drop it all in the chat section for me, and I'll see and read them while I'm online. And even when I go offline, I will then reply to your comments if I do go online later on after the chat and reply to any of the comments. So what team do you belong to? So again, I want to reiterate why I'm having this live, and that is to and that is to suggest, and that is to persuade you to please you bring your own towels when you go on holiday. Pack your own towels. For less than £10, if you packed your own microfiber towels, you'll be getting what I call peace of mind, hygiene, and freedom. Peace of mind, hygiene, and freedom for just less than £10. That is a travel hack that not many people talk about. So I was going to ask you all, have you ever had a bad towel experience while traveling? Have you ever had what I call a very bad towel experience when you traveled? Um, Share it all with me in the chat section. Has anyone you know gotten sick? Maybe gotten a skin condition due to using a hotel or lodging facility towel? Please share with me in the chat section. So that's about it for my impromptu live broadcast today. It's a lovely day today in London, and people are out and about. But this idea about a towel came to me, and I thought I'd share this here on the channel today. So I hope you have enjoyed my chat here on my live. Please don't forget to like this video for me, and comment on the video. I'll be reading, as you know, I love reading your comments. I'll be reading your comments, and I will answer all of your comments when I get round to seeing them here on my channel. So that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next chart. And I hope to give plenty notice so that I have at least a handful of you for my next chart. Take care, and thank you so much for joining me on this chart. I'll see you again soon than later. Bye for now.